Students, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody, students of class 5. Receive my salam. Today is 14th May. It's Thursday. It's now 12:30 p.m. Hope so all of you are fine with your beloved family members. So boys, you and girls, you take your study materials and you write to common dialogue on your copy. You write now. Respect your parents. And then you write yes, English. You write now respect your parents and you write yes, English. So today I will start a new chapter. I'll start a new chapter. Chapter 8, inshallah, I have to give lecture on chapter 8. Here, I will provide you today 4 short questions and 1 broad question. Chapter 8, first of all, I want to make you question, then I will give lecture, and then I will finally help to develop your answer. So let's get started. By the name of Almighty Allah. Especially. Okay. First you write short question number 1. Excuse me. Short question number 1 you write first. Who was Begum Ruqayya? I'm saying you first write your short question. Chapter 8. Chapter 8 you write page number 64. Gender equality. Gender equality. Class 4, class 5. Especially class 4 you had started. You had an idea that equality of men and women in our society. We have to be quite respectful to the rights of both male and female. In your family you have male members, you have female members. So we have to be respectful to our female members as well as male members. We have to treat equally. We should not follow any discrimination. What is discrimination? It's called partial manner. To treat someone giving more importance, that is especially partiality. So in this chapter, we will learn about gender equality, especially why should we be more respectful to the girls and especially female members. I hope so. After learning this chapter, you have to have that kind of attitude. We have to be respectful to the rights of female also. You have mom, you have father. So the way you respect your father, the way you respect your mom, you have to also respect other female members of your family, of your society, state, and even international arena. That's why both for the boys and girls, you have to have this chapter and knowledge, profound knowledge, that why should we be more respectful to the rights of girls. So write first question. Who was Begum Ruqayya? If first write short question, 3 times I will say, who was Begum Ruqayya? B-A-G-U-M. Probably you come, boys and girls, you come page 64. Look at the picture, left side. Begum Ruqayya. You write the short question, who was Begum Ruqayya? I hope so you have written, who was Begum Ruqayya? 1 question, short question. Number 2 short question you have to write, what poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said? You have to write what, W-H-A-T, what the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam, what the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said about the rights of both male and female. I repeat again. What the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said about the rights or about the status of men and women, men, men and women. I repeat again, what the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said about the status of both men and women. Hope so you have written. Second number short question, I have said what the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said about the status of men and women. So second short question. Number 3 number short question, you write, who was, boys, you come page number 66, you come page 66, page number 66, you come to 3 number para, page 66, you come 3 number para, look at the word, you'll find Clara Zetkin. You have to write who was Clara, C-L-A-R-A, who was, I repeat again, who was Clara, C-L-A-R-A, Clara Zetkin, look at Z-E-T-K-I-N, who was Clara Zetkin, who was Clara Zetkin, Z-E-T-K-I-N, Zetkin, or I'd say who was Clara, C-L-A-R-A, Clara Zetkin, Z-E-T-K-I-N, who was Clara Zetkin. It's short question, very important short question for you. Last short question, why did, fourth number short question, why did the UN declare International Women's Day? This is also important short question for you. You write now, why did the UN declare the International Women's Day? It's a question mark. All these 4 short questions will have specially, you just give the question mark. Why did the UN declare International Women's Day? So students, I had given here 4 short questions. Those who have joined later, once again I want to recap. Follow me. First short question, I had said, who was Begum Ruqayya? Who was Begum Ruqayya? Number 1. Number 2, what the poet Kazi Nazrul Islam said about the status of men and women, about the status of male and women, female or men and women. 3 number short question, I had said, who was Clara Zetkin? Thank you very much. Already you have written, that's fine. That's good. Number 4 number question, why did the UN declare the International Women's Day? So 4 short questions I have said here. Those who have already completed, thank you very much. So I will learn something from you. At the same time, you can also receive some new idea from me. If you study, welcome. Thank you very much. You have completed. Now come to one broad question. It's very important broad question. Usually it comes as especially a part of broad question for 4 marks. You write 5 sentences, or write 5 sentences about the pioneer of female education. About the pioneer of women's rights. Write 5 sentences. It's a creative based. Follow me. It's a creative based. Rukia will not come directly. It will be saying that write 5 sentences about the pioneer of women's rights in Indian subcontinent. I repeat again. It is bit creative. Directly Begum Rukia is not mentioned here. A question will be prepared little bit of in different way so that you are in a trap. So if you study, no one can fall into trap. Write 5 sentences about the pioneer of women's rights in Indian subcontinent. In the Indian subcontinent, it means 3 countries like India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Jointly 3 countries are known as Indian subcontinent. Before 1947, we did have a single state, India, Indian subcontinent. 1947, 2 states, India and Pakistan, 2 new states formed. And 1971, we got also separated from Pakistan. Now it is the People's Republic of Bangladesh. So, broad question, hope so you have written. Broad questions you have written that write 5 sentences about the pioneer of women's rights in the Indian subcontinent. So thank you very much as you have written everyone, boys and girls. If you do not reach me, no problem, my lecture will be available. It will be recorded. So inshallah, next time you can listen to that recorded lecture and you can reach me once again. So if you do not find me, those who have joined now, so do not get disheartened. Alhamdulillah, already I have developed your study plan. Now I want to give some idea. This is called some content, that what's the importance of gender equality? Why is it essential? I always tell you, come to the developed countries. Developed countries, Canada, France, Australia, USA. Why they are so developed? They are developed that in those countries, both male and female, especially male and female, they are enjoying same rights. No discrimination. Girls are not discriminated. They are enjoying the same rights the way the boys are enjoying the same rights in their society. The way men are getting rights, same way women are also enjoying the same rights. Men, they are contributing to the society. At the same time, women are also contributing to the society after receiving education. But in our country, in our society, you'll be surprised to know, especially girls, follow me, if Begum Rukia, she didn't come in the world, so you could face a lot of problems. Before Begum Rukia, before her time, especially female, they were confined or limited to just household activities, and they were bound to stay at home. They didn't have the right to pursue education. But the rights she had first developed, the rights of women, the rights for women to receive education. So that's why you have to be very much grateful to Begum Rukia. Yeah, that's true. And the boys, I want to tell for you, sometimes you are making fun. So why should you respect the girls? If you respect your mother, if you respect your sister, if you respect your other female family members, you have to be respectful to other girls, other women. If you want to be a good person, you have to do this. Being a Muslim or whatever religion you are from, it doesn't fact. Every religion is also teaching us that we have to be respectful to also women. It's a practice. That practice starts from the family. So I urge you, please, you have to be respectful to the girls, to the especially women and female family members. You should never ignore. If you do not respect, ultimately you will not be also respected. So respect starts from the early stage. If you do not know how to respect the girls, how to respect the women at your adult age, you will not also respect. So I have said, Canada, France, Australia, in those societies, the girls, the women are respected by the male and men counterparts. So you have to practice this. Let's come to your text. I have given it's called common sense, some idea. If you love your mom, you have to also respect this kind of group of people, especially female. So let's come to your answer. Page 64. You come page 64. Page number 64. Page 64, you come. Second para, follow me. Second para, page number, no. Girls and boys, unnecessarily, you should not write into the comment box. I hate it. I hate it. My boys and girls of class 9, they restrict themselves, so you are student of class 5. If they control themselves, why not you? Unnecessarily should not write anything in the comment box. If you write, ultimately, you're detached from your main way of learning. So please, stop it now. Page 64, you come to second number para, follow me. Everything that is, look at, second question's answer I'm going to give you. Second question answer I'm going to give you, follow it now, page 64. Everything that is great in the world must be credited half to the women and half to men. Look at the female's name came first. Can you imagine your source of your life is mom? She kept you for 10 months in her home. That's why you have to be quite respectful to your mom at first. What a nice contribution she had put in your life. So Qazi Islam had mentioned first women, then he came to men. Give bracket. Everything that is great in the world must be credited half to women and half to men. Give bracket. Page 64, second para, that is the answer. That's the answer. What the poet Qazi Islam said about the status of male and female. Support circle. Second question, who was Begum Ruqya? Let's come. Third para, you have to give bracket third para. Third para, first 3 number line. Okay, I'm saying if it's short question, yeah. Third para, first 2 line. Third number para, first 2 line, you give bracket. Third number para, first 2 line, give bracket, I'm saying, and you follow me. Begum Ruqya was a pioneer. That means she was the main. She came first. Who had first initiated. It's called pioneer. Begum Ruqya was the pioneer of women's rights in the Indian subcontinent. She believed in cooperation between men and women. Give bracket. I have said first 2 line, third number para, first 2 line, who was Begum Ruqya? First 2 line would be your answer. You break it. First 2 line, you give break it. First 2 line, you give break it. First 2 line. Begum Ruqya was a pioneer. That means she had first started. She was a beginner of women's rights in the Indian subcontinent. She believed in cooperation, that means to helpful mentality between men and women. Same participation. You break it. Then you come, page 66. Another 2 short question answer. Page 66 now you come. Page 66, you come. 3 number para, I had said, who was Clara Zetkin? Who was Clara Zetkin? Follow me. Here you have to organize. You have to organize your answer. Ultimately, you have to follow this 3 line. 3 line. But before 3 line, you have to write the sentence that Clara Zetkin was German socialist. You have to write the first line, first sentence you have to add. I follow. You follow me? 3 number para. Look at 3 number para. It is written here. In 1910, an international socialist conference, the German socialist Clara Zetkin called for an International Women's Day campaigning particularly for votes for women. So this para you have to write about Clara Zetkin, but before writing this para, you have to add one sentence that Clara Zetkin was a German socialist. At first you have to write Clara Zetkin was a German socialist. I repeat again. I said who was Clara Zetkin? Who was Clara Zetkin? You first write Clara Zetkin was a German socialist. Already if you write you get 1 mark. If you write this line you can get 1 mark. After then you write, then the word cut the word then. You cut the word then. Cut the word then. I say that you cut the word then. THEN, cut it. You cut it. Then give bracket. In 1910, and at International Socialist Conference, there's a meeting, large scale of meetings. The German socialist Clara Zetkin called for International Women's Day, campaigning or mentioning particularly for votes for women. So that's your answer. Who was Clara Zetkin? Who was Clara Zetkin? You come to last para. I said, why did the UN declare the International Women's Day? That's your question. It's a very, very important. Follow me. Actually, it was every year, 8th March. Every year, 8th March, International Women's Day is observed, is celebrated. And it was first started 1977, declared by the UN. It was 1977 International Women's Day declared by the UN. Every year, 8th March. So the date, I want to mention once in girls, you have to be remain alert about the rights of view, especially say women's rights. 8th March, especially, look at the last para, follow me. You break it. In 1977, the UN declared 8th March as International Women's Day. Why? For the whole world, it's important, not only for the girls, but especially even also the main counterpart, the boys also, to campaign for women's freedom and equality. That means to change the people's mindset, especially in this society. Girls are always discriminated. So we have to change our mentality. Those are the male. We have to change our mentality. On 8th March, we have to be on the day, it reminds us that we have to be respectful to the rights of women. Last two lines, give bracket. In 1977, the UN declared 8th March as International Women's Day for the whole world to campaign for women's freedom and equality. I've said last three number line, give bracket. Why did UN declare International Women's Day? Now let's come to now one broad question. Right? You have still 3 or 4 minutes time. Please complete your last question. Write 5 sentences about the pioneer of women's rights in Indian subcontinent. Page 64, you come. So you have to give your answer. Page 64. It's too big, but you have to memorize it. 3 number para, give bracket. 3 number para, you give bracket. Begum Rukia was a pioneer of women's rights. Give bracket here. And after then, 4, 5, 6. You come 10 number line. You come to 10 number line, give bracket. You give bracket up to on 9 December 1932, give bracket. Your answer should be started from Begum Rukia was a pioneer of women's rights. Give bracket from here. It's too big, but if you study, it's not really. It's about when she was born, where she was born, when she especially died, and what was her contribution. That's about it. So page 64, third number para, give bracket, and ends up to 10th number line. Look at, she campaigned tirelessly to admit more girls to her school until her death on 9 December 1932. Give bracket. break it. So I have given today 4 short questions. I've given here today 4 short questions and 1 broad question I have given to you. You will get 6 days leave next year week. Once again Wednesday I will join with you inshallah, and I will complete this chapter 8, gender equality. Let's you write some now your homework. So homework you have to complete. I hope so you are responding my call. You have to write 4 short questions, you have to make note, and also you have to complete 1 broad question within 6 days. It's a huge time. So being a teacher, and you must follow my advice, instruction, the way I'm providing instruction. Please, if you follow my instruction, ultimately you will be benefited. You'll not be loser. So before the class, before end of the class, let's come to again some today's 1 moral teaching. So 1 moral teaching is that today we have to be quite polite. We have to be polite. We have to be well mannered. Why? The family where you're brought up, if parents are quite educated, they are decent. So living in a decent family, we have to be, and you have to be also polite. So I hope so you will practice how to develop your politeness. So goodbye, take care, and have a nice day, and pray for one another so that we can come back our normal life. Thank you very much. Goodbye.